In our previous segments, we showed you how to pattern test your aircraft, but today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to estimate your swath. Now, why is that important, right? Swath is actually the distance that the drone goes over each time it makes a pass. So at first, if you have a 20-foot swath, like we determined in our last segment, if we made the first pass, the next pass would be 20 feet over, and then another 20 feet over, and then another 20 feet over. And then what happens is the spray from those passes, they kind of overlap and give you a full pattern. So swath estimation is really important because if you are flying too wide of a swath, you don't get enough overlap. And if you're flying too narrow of a swath, you get too much overlap and too much product. Too little overlap gives you holes in your pattern, and so that's going to reduce your efficacy and your control of your target pests. If you have too much overlap and you get too much material on there, you're wasting product. It costs a lot more to do that. And in some instances, you get phytotoxicity of the chemical because there's too much there and it can actually hurt the plants. So what we're doing today is we're going to do a pattern test just like we did last time. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to look at those cards, either the water sensitive papers or the chrome coat cards, and we're going to look at where that deposition is maximum, which is probably going to be in the center under the fuselage, and then where we get half of that deposition out to the sides, both on the left and the right sides. And from that, we can estimate the swath of the pattern. All right, so now that we've done our pattern testing, one of the things that we can do is we can actually estimate our effective swath. So what we look for first is our maximum deposition on the cards. So I'll start down here on the left-hand side, looking at where the deposition is a maximum. And my expectation really is that the maximum should be about where the center of the drone is, under the fuselage. And sure enough, what I'm seeing here is between these two cards, these are fairly equivalent on deposition. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of these cards right here, and I'm going to try to find on the left-hand side and then on the right-hand side where we have half of that deposition. So I may look here, it looks similar, a little bit less, and yep, about right here. Madison, if you can place a flag here, that's about half of the deposition that I have on this center card. And then we'll do the same thing on this other end, down here, looking for about half the deposition that I have on the center card. That looks good, still looks good. And about right here. So Jared, if we can place a flag here, it looks like about half of the deposition we have on this card. And then since we know that the cards are 3 feet apart, what I can do to calculate estimate the effective swath is really just count the number of spaces here. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. So our estimated effective swath is about 30 feet. Now to be a little bit on the safe side, so you don't end up with a gap if the wind's switching this way or that way, is to bring it back maybe 3 feet or so. So you can bring it back to 27 for your effective swath estimation. So that's how we estimate effective swath doing a pattern test like this for our spray drone.
Well, thank you for watching. We hope you found this video helpful and informative as part of our spray drone training video series. My name is Madison Dixon, and I'm the Associate Director of the Mississippi State University Agricultural Autonomy Institute, and we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many sponsors who made this video series possible. For more information, please visit arpa.org, rpaaa.org, or the Ag Autonomy Institute website at aai.msstate.edu. Thank you.